Uzor Kalu dragged to court over inability to declare interest for president. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. Former Governor of Abia State, Senator Orji Kalu, has been dragged to court for his inability to declare his interest for the position of a president of Nigeria in 2023. The case was filed by Comrade Aliyu Ladan and Lawan Abdullahi before Bauchi State High Court Number 3, presided over by Justice Mohammed A. Sambo. This is becoming a trend. Just 24 to 48 hours ago, we heard that they said they are going to drag Jagaban, the Jagaban of Lagos, here, and the person of Tinubu, that he's going to be dragged to court if he does not declare interest for presidency. And now I'm hearing that Uzor Kalu, like this is a trend for them. Like maybe this, if Nigerians hear that they send this person to court, Nigerians will now say, oh yeah, come and become the president. Oh, sorry. Now we don't lose sympathy for things that are going to kill us. So it's just like, let me say you're in a relationship and that relationship, you are dying in it. And you now say, oh, he's going to change, she's going to change, and you keep dying every day. Oshe, sympathizer number 1. Before you know it, now your cops then go carry you. Now your cops then go carry go hospital, go mortuary, go forbid. This one is not a case of sympathizing. We are the one that need the sympathy from those people. So I do not know the reasons behind this taking them to court. Sincerely, we will sincerely want to know the reasons, and I know Nigerians will also want to know reasons why these so-called politicians and people are dragging them to court over not doing this or not doing that. Are they dragging them that? What exactly? Let's find out why. Now the news in detail. Addressing a press conference in Bauchi over the weekend, the plaintiffs argued that only Kanu can rescue Nigeria from its woes, pointing out the country is facing so many challenges which only a strategic thinker like Kalu can come to its rescue. They said they're not oblivious of the fact that Orji Kalu has the capacity to change the ugly scenario in the country, as he has done it in Abia State, despite all the challenges that bedeviled the state. Orji Kalu changed the narrative of Abia State when he conducted the affairs of a state. We are choosing him to steer the affairs of a nation come 2023 because of his laudable achievement and exceptional leadership qualities. We entered into an agreement with him on the 2nd February 2021 that he will contest for president, but he was reluctant to declare his interest till death. Kalu is a man of purpose and foresight, a mentor to many citizens, a dynamic Nigerian, an advocate of justice, a revolutionary politician, a consummate administrator, and a master in strategy. He is not only a blessing to Igbo communities, but all Nigerians. We are in court because we want the court to respect our agreement for him to contest the position of a president of Nigeria. We want the court to compel Kalu to declare his interest to run in 2023 general election as a presidential candidate under the platform of APC or any other party. We want the court to direct Kalu to commence preparations and put all the necessary machineries in place for the purpose of contesting as a presidential candidate, he said. The plaintiff said that many credible groups across the 6 senatorial zones are already drumming support for Kalu to veer for the position of the president in 2023 because they have found him worthy to deliver good governance to the nation. Kalu have established a good relationship with all Nigerians, and he has never disappointed any of these relations. He has so many businesses across north and southern parts of the country for decades. I have never manipulated or cheated anybody because he's a man of his words, who is trustworthy. We have found him worthy because we know whatever he says he will do, and whatever he says he will not do, he will not do. He is sincere to Nigerians, and Nigerians are sincere to him, he said. The plaintiffs who described him as a presidential material with a wealth of experience in the private sector, executive and legislative arms of government, urged the ruling All Progressive Congress, APC, to commence the process of adopting him as the sole candidate of the party. They stressed that Kalu's managerial skill and experience and national appeal has put him in the best position to rule Nigeria in 2023. Daily Independent reports that when the case was mentioned, the presiding judge, Justice Sambo, ordered the plaintiffs to serve Kalu with the originating summons in Abuja outside the jurisdiction of a court and adjourned the suit to the 27th of January 2022 for hearing. That is just the case. The case is that these people are already running for, they're already declaring their interest, but they're declaring it, maybe they have not brought it to the surface. As far as I'm concerned, previously, I said Tinubu, they were dragging him to court too, over this issue of you don't want to declare your interest. What was that? See, for the fact that Tinubu is not even number one, he's old enough. He's old enough to be, he's a grandpa. He's somebody's grandfather. That's just the truth. He's somebody's grandfather, and you cannot take a company that is breaking on every side, that is collapsing on every end, and you are taking that particular company and you're giving it to someone who will not be able to do justice to save it. You don't do that. Secondly, Tinubu used to be a person called the father of democracy. But recently, everything has changed. We don't want to be living in past blessings he used to. We want somebody who will give it to us the way we want it in Nigeria. Somebody who will come in and the security. We know that a lot of work needs to be done. That is why we need someone who is competent enough. Somebody who is not going to come in and say, we are going to now start suffering from what we suffered before. Orji Kalu, his own, I don't understand his own. People are dragging him over on all sides. All these things is a strategy. Maybe the strategy they are bringing out to bring out people this year. I'm not going to be surprised that these people, what am I even saying? They know about it. Both Tinubu themselves and Orji Kalu themselves, they know about it. Coming out to run or not coming out to run is not a problem. At the end of the day, sincerely, I've told the youth, if somebody come up from a youth and we say that person's head to is very correct, that person has what they call a past life that is, he has done well in some areas where he is governing. It is not a crime for us to have a president who is 40 years old. It is not a crime for us to have somebody who is 30-something years old than a president. So far, the person is competent enough. That is what I'm saying. All these recycled people, they have been governors at one time, they have been senators. Can't they leave the stage that other people will, if they stay there till they die, how do they want people to learn how to be politicians? These people, they're really funny. I'm telling you, this is one of the funniest things I've heard, dragging them to court for not becoming president, for not declaring their interest indeed. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.